Broadcasting live from the apocalypse. Roll up a spliff and then throw up a fist. Screaming fuck the system cause this life's a bitch. Cruise around looking down from my spaceship.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, you never go wrong with the J. Cole type beat, right? Hold up, let me send out the bat signal so everybody can see it. Yo, for my kinfolk. Yo, I spit this yang cause it's the last thing. It's my dream, yeah, to make it on the scene. Make me the fall guy if I have to, but I'll laugh too. Yo, I graft my mind onto these sheets. Yeah, I place my soul onto these beats. Give it everything you need, yeah, the flow concede till I find my scene. Started it off with a nice little freestyle. That beat was called Face It. Is your worst trick-or-treat experience? Worst trick-or-treat experience. I never had anything like oh, you got some bad candy, or you know, you got tricked hard, or anything like that. But I do remember having to wear like a whack costume one year, dude. And even going to school with the costume and everything, it makes you, because you gotta feel like embarrassed in the situation. Yo, check it out. I wore my Halloween outfit today. Check this Halloween fit. Bam. Check that shit out, dog. I was like a sick ass cowboy. Dog. That's my Doc Holliday character. Actually, this is the character that I play in my video game, right? But I was also, designed him after Doc Holliday. Got the sick ass hat, fool. What up, Buku? Chilling with this Halloween outfit going on. I'm gonna say it first, fool, so no one else does. Hey, don't be coming in here with that Old Town Road. I designed it after my Red Dead Redemption 2 character, which is some nerdy shit to say out loud now that I said it. But he was based off of Doc Holliday from the movie Tombstone.
Oh yeah. Hey, excuse me. Can I get a jacket?
Hey.
No straw, please.
I've been smoking, I've been drinking all through the night. Yeah, I've been smoking, I've been thinking all about my life. Yeah, I've been smoking, I've been drinking all through the night. Yeah, I've been smoking, I've been thinking all about my life. Yeah, I've been smoking, I've been drinking all through the night. Yeah, I've been smoking, I've been thinking all about my life. I fell asleep in my city and woke up in my kingdom. Always worried about my people, never thought that I would lead them. The streets been famished as I think of ways to feed them. Shocker to these chains as I write these words of freedom. An orphan drug baby, born in the 80s, the rusty spoon life gave me. God save me, mother push needles. Damn boosted, it was 80s. Raised by whoever, whenever, why do you hate me? On the low, I've been low, shit, the world's been moving slow. I've been told and sold like that's my only goal. Money, power, gold, expensive, whips and all these hoes. I re-up and I reload just to let this shit go. I've been up shit, I've been at it, while you at it, I subtract it. Fully automatic, natural at mathematics at one. With all this madness, you've been living lavish. The savage came to ravage and damage your baggage to leave your city going back. Mess around in some bullshit real quick. Let's do craziest Halloween story. I think I just did that one, right? My worst experience. No, worst experience in crazy Halloween story. Okay, let me see. I do have one back when I was like super little. I was like, I want to say maybe first grade. I lived in Bloomington with my grandma, and in Bloomington we lived in this trailer park home, and this trailer park home was next to this giant like dirt field, and the dirt field had to span a good, I don't know, maybe like 2 blocks, because there on one side there was like 2 streets with housing rows, but then it was a large empty field. But in the middle of that field, it was split by a few trees. And I don't know if you guys ever been to Bloomington before, but it's like off the main street that goes through Bloomington and Fontana. And in that field, we used to hear stories as kids, because we used to have to walk that side of the field to get to the elementary school that was on the other side. And I remember one Halloween, our friend Trey, his mother was telling us a scary story. At the time we're kids, so she was just telling us a story, but now that I'm thinking about it, she was just creating a crazy story. But on the other side of a wall where they kept telling us not to go play, they're like, oh, don't go play over there, don't go play over there. They talk about these two brothers that used to live in a house that was built where the mobile home was. And one of the brothers, he went crazy and he ended up tearing off the other brother's face, dude. And, well, after killing the brother, he ended up going crazy. I mean, he was already had to be crazy ripping the dude's head face off. But he would like look at the brother's face like every night. He would like have it on its on his dresser, and he would like look at it and he would watch it like shrivel. And when it finally shriveled to a point where he couldn't recognize it anymore, he started to hear his brother's voice in his head. And this dude ended up like, I want to say they said he killed like when I was a kid, I mean, the number was probably crazy, but it was like 13 children, she was telling us. And that he kills them and takes their face and adds it to his collection until they shrivel up, and then you become one with him and you start to be a voice in his head. And that she would tell us if we go across that wall that he would get you, the first thing you would see is a faceless man standing there next to like, there's like I said, there was a row of trees in the middle of the things. You'll see him standing in there. So every time when we would go by, there was like a main street and you can go up like this hip and look over the wall. You look over the wall, right? Not to, it's either you like look away and not look over there and then go down where you can't see over the wall anymore, or you just look over there and hope you don't see. Dude, the crazy stories that people tell us. Crazy. That's probably my craziest Halloween story, was getting told stories, and they would always try to get like worse and worse. All right, let's see. Oh shit, ghost encounters. Have you ever had a ghost encounter? Yes. Maybe not. I don't know. So check this out. When my mom lived on Catherine over in South Pomona, I used to walk through Chino a pretty good distance to get to work over at Ross, when I worked in Chino Hills at the Ross. And I would walk this certain way. They had this like back street, and it's so funny, like the street was so dark, and I would always walk through it, and then you hear stories about the street, and nothing ever happened. I got home one night. It had to be like, I don't know, I left work around midnight. I had to get home around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I go into my mom's house, that house, if you guys remember what that house looks like. And I walked into the living room, and I go over to the kitchen. And okay, so let me explain it to you. So I go into the main living room, and on the right side at the end there's the hallway that goes into more rooms, and then ahead is the kitchen. But to see down the hallway, you kind of like go into the kitchen and turn on the kitchen light so you can see I went to do that so I can see the switch to turn on the light and go and to the rooms. So I go and turn on the light, and my mom has this light, and I don't know why it's always like this, but it's always like a light that goes doot, 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 and then turns on, you know, where it like has to like warm up first and then like turn on. So we ended up doing that, and I ended up doing that, and the light took a while to turn on, but I looked down the hallway, and down the hallway I see like a figure, and I have family in the house. It's like my brother, his wife, and the kids in the other room, and it's like the size of one of like the kids. So I was thinking like it's one of the boys. Probably heard me come home, and I look down the hallway, and I'm still looking, and as the light like flickers, I can kind of see like a shadow, and it starts to run towards me, and the light finally turns on, and there was nothing there, dude. And I thought it was one of the kids like playing with me, So, and needless to say, I didn't hear anything, I walked down the hallway, and I look into the boys' room, and they were all asleep, dude. So I was tripping on that. And then the next day, my sister-in-law, she's like, yeah, like the other night I heard like children laughing, and I thought the kids were here, and I was like, what the heck are they doing here? But then I remember that I took them all to school already. I tripped out on that. But it felt so real, dude. It felt like I was really watching someone run towards me, but I could have been tired from work and then walking that full distance and being dehydrated and all that. But I mean, if you go into a more conspiratorial thought about it, maybe it was a ghost, dude. Maybe it's a ghost of a child. But then we asked about it, and no kid had ever died in that house or anything. But what if, I know that someone did die in the house, but it wasn't a kid. But, who knows what happens after you die? And if you do believe in like ghosts and stuff, who is to say that you didn't come back as a child, as a child, maybe you live your happiest life, or I don't know, maybe it's like an energy, an energy. Some people think that, if you're in one spot for a long time, you leave a residual energy, and it could have been something like that, like a residual energy type thing. Here, let me find it. Like a ghost? Yeah, dude, I swear, dude, like I said, it could be from me being tired from the walk and being dehydrated, but dude, it felt so real, dude. Like, I felt it, and even afterwards, like, it just like lingered, the thought, too, about like ghosts of like kids, and like, when a movie has like a child in it, those things are pretty scary. Yeah, let me put on my fucking cowboy hat real quick. So it's like a gambler's hat. Yo, this beat's ill though. Yeah. Yo, hold up, tone so low, yeah. I gotta flow, gotta know that I gotta go. Like a ghost, be gone, yeah. As I run my song, run along, yeah. Run along my tongue as I dribble words into an extinction. This is me, yo, don't blink it, yeah. Might be gone in a second. If you reckon I got combos like Tekken, yeah. Call me the ghost in the shell in the city where I dwell. Give 'em hell, yo, ain't giving no bail. Come on, let them rock the block as I talk, yo, why not, yo, hard knocks, yeah. Living on sight as I run on the mic, as I drum beat the song, yeah. Swinging my scythe, just a demon of the night. Call me the reaper as I take you, don't sleep, cuz fun while it lasted. The beat didn't last. Outrunning the beats today. Oh, 10 scariest places on the planet. That'd be a cool one. I've seen ghosts of a family member in a picture taken by a family member. What? Isn't that crazy how like, even like you would watch like, I don't know if you ever watch like Ghost Adventures or anything like that, how they use like cameras and pictures, and how these things like pop up on the pictures. Like you'll see like the hand on someone's shoulder or something, or you'll see like a figure behind them, and then it'll look exactly, oh dude, some of that's so trippy. Like, what is it? The real question, what is it? You know what I mean? And they can be like, oh, it's a coincidence that the flash went off and it ricocheted off of something, and it, created the picture. But come on, man. Like, if you were a detective, there are no coincidences.
Ghost wait